Hey, Kath, it's Aaron with LMDG. Hope you're doing well and baby's doing well. Sorry for taking so long to get back with you. It's actually been a really busy time. We just purchased a new property into Fund 3. Today is Thursday, the 13th. We closed just a couple days ago, and then we're actually scheduled to close tomorrow on the sale of a building that's in Fund 2. So very exciting times, busy times, but lots of great stuff happening in the market. And so per your request, I wanted to spend a little time and kind of go through where we're at with Fund 3, what we see with the future. I'm going to dig into some of the properties and actually show you some stuff and make it a little bit interactive for you, because obviously you are out of the area. And then you can watch at your leisure, and if you have any questions, email, call me anytime. But anyway, hope you're doing well. Exciting times for sure. So I wanted to jump in obviously to Fund 3 first. In Fund 3, we just acquired our 5th property, so we're really excited. All the properties that are in the building, all the properties that are in the fund are very, very good properties. And just wanted to kind of profile them and where we're at and kind of what we're seeing. So on my screen here, I have Google Maps, and the dots here, the aqua dots. These are all properties that we either currently own or have owned. And so it really shows you, this is just a snapshot of where we operate. This is the coastal Long Beach area, and I can zoom out here a little bit. We're in Santa Monica, we're in West Hollywood, we're in these really desirable areas of LA and Hollywood, and that's really the theme to our investment strategy. But I wanted to kind of plot all these maps or all these properties on here so that you did have a good idea of how well we do know the area, because that is key to our investment strategy and why we have been so successful over the years. Zooming in here on a few of the properties, one of the first properties that we bought here within Fund 3 is 4603 East Broadway, and I'm going to jump into it here a little bit. This is a fairly current picture. We've completely renovated the building. It is fully rented up, stabilized. Obviously the grass hasn't grown in yet since we redid the landscaping, but this is a phenomenal property for a number of reasons. So it's a 5-unit building. And to kind of put it in perspective, this front building, these are all large 1-1s. They're about 950 square feet. And then there's got a really nice loft in the back over the garage. These units here are renting close to $3,000 a month. These top units are at $3,000. So from a return standpoint, we bought this building in late 2019 for $1.4 million. We spent about $260,000 to renovate it. Today, the value sits at about $3.2 million. We're in the process of doing a cash out refinance right now. That should be done in the next few weeks. And at that point, we'll be pushing a yield north of 20%. So this is a great property. What makes it so desirable too, you've got this 100-year-old classic architecture. But it's in an area of Long Beach that's called Belmont Heights, which is incredibly desirable. This street here, Quincy, it's just about a 1.5-minute walk, and you're down to a very desirable area called Belmont Shores on 2nd Street. It's a cloudy day, obviously, but you have literally peekaboo ocean views from the sidewalk here. And then when you're up on the 2nd floor, you've got some really nice ocean views. So it's unique. Jumping around a little bit, and this is what I was talking about, a straight walk down here to 2nd Street and all along here. This is very, very desirable and some of the most expensive real estate in Long Beach. Jumping over to another Fund 3 building. This property here, 1425 East Ocean, incredibly desirable location. We are on Ocean Boulevard. This property is 14 1-bedroom, 1-bath units. We bought this, like I said, October of 2020. We've spent between that time and now working to get the building vacant. What that's going to do is allow us to renovate the entire property at one time. So it's a lot more efficient from a time and cost standpoint. We're expecting to have the renovations completely done in the by the end of the year is the goal, and then we'll rent it up shortly thereafter that. But what's really awesome about this property, I did mention that it's on ocean. These units here, these units here, top floor, bottom floor, these are very large one bedrooms. They will rent for over $3,000. And then right across the street, and the way the camera shot, it's kind of hard to tell, but this is the ocean, the beach, and there's stairs that are right here that you can kind of see. That takes you all the way down to the beach, and there's bike paths and all kinds of great stuff. So very, very good there. And then the other property that I wanted to show you, also in Fund 3, this is a 12-unit building. It's on 3rd Street, so it's still very close to the beach, which is consistent with our strategy. This Google Map picture here is a little dated, obviously. We've completed the renovation at this building. We have 2 units left to rent up, but we've added a lot of great value on this one. We're actually coming in higher than our originally forecasted rents. We're definitely seeing a rebound. We're right back where basically we were pre-COVID as far as rents go. So, really consistent with our strategy of, buying in good areas, creating a tremendous product, attracting really strong tenants, and then doing that all low leverage. So it creates a low risk investment, and then one that will maintain value and continue to appreciate over time. But this is a great property. Again, it's 12 units. You have two bedroom, 1 bath, and the rest are 1-1s. There's another property, I won't jump into it, but we also, Fund 3 has a 10-unit building that's in Santa Monica, 911 Lincoln. And I can show that one really quick, but that's in a very, very desirable area. This building we're just about finished up with. It's this property right here. We haven't redone the exterior yet, but we've renovated half of the units. We're just about getting those rented up, but we've already kind of made the market. Santa Monica is the most expensive market that we do operate in. These 1 bedrooms rent for $3,200 to $3,400 consistently. And then the last property that I wanted to show you is the one that we just acquired earlier in the week, because it's an incredible property. It's an absolute home run. So I wanted to profile it a little bit more than the others, and actually share with you our underwriting model. So this property, 2716 East 1st Street, and it is in an area called Bluff Park. Bluff Park runs on Ocean Boulevard here between Cherry, which is right here, down along Broadway, and then Redondo. So it's a very, very small neighborhood. We've actually been operating in Long Beach since 2002, and this is the first property that we've been able to acquire in this neighborhood. It's a historic neighborhood, so it's mostly 100-year-old, really nice, stately single-family homes, with a few small apartment buildings sprinkled in. If I go to Street View here, this is the property, but I want to show you the street. So the street is triple wide. It really has the feel of driving down a residential neighborhood in Beverly Hills. It's that nice. Everything around it has been kept up. Again, it's historic, so it's very, very, very nice. And so what's unique about this property and what we're going to do, so right now it's just 4 units that are sitting there. And this is the floor plan of this building, is consistent with many, many renovations that we've done. So that's a slam dunk. But the opportunity lies in the lot size. So this property is just under 10,000 square feet. So it gives us the ability to actually build 2 additional townhome style units, which is what we're going to do. And we've already got our architect out there. We have the approvals. We're not looking for any kind of zoning variances, and we were back out there on Tuesday to kind of start getting those initial measurements and getting the work going on that. But if I jump to the satellite view, whoops, let's get back here. If I jump into the satellite view, you can see a little bit better. But you can see the close proximity to the beach. Obviously, we're on First Street. And then the property here runs the entirety. So this is the front yard, all up here, which is very large and nice. Here is that 4-unit building. You have a massive backyard here. And then you have 5 one-car garages along the back of the lot. And then you have the alley. So you come through the alley to park in your car. But the further you get back in the lot is actually closer to the beach. So our plan is these are 2-car depth garages. So we're going to cut these down. So it's basically a 1-car garage. And then we're going to build into the backyard. We're going to be able to build 2-bedroom, 2-bath units in the 1,100 to 1,200 square foot range. And they're going to step up. We do have a 16-foot height restriction, but we're going to be able to build outdoor living space, outdoor decks on top of this garage. And so that really transformed what we can do and the rents we'll be able to charge. In this area in coastal Southern California, creating that outdoor living space is tremendously valuable and does wonders for rents. So when everything's said and done, these units will rent $3,400-$3,500 easily. And part of it has to do with just not only the proximity to the beach, but the area of Ocean Boulevard in Long Beach. And I want to kind of show you what that looks like. I'm just going right around the corner here to Molino and up to the ocean. And this is your view, because when we build those decks that I mentioned at the property on First Street, you're going to have unobstructed views, because everything that's in front of you is just a single family home. There's no large buildings, and you can't ever get them because it's a historic area. So this is Bluff Park. It's just beautiful. Ocean Boulevard. And these homes along here, these are multi-million-dollar homes. You come down a little bit to the next corner, these are $3, $4, $5 million homes. So it's just an incredible area. So we're very excited to be part of it, and the opportunity that's going to create for us and our investors. And again, we just bought this one this week. It's already in Fund 3. We just closed. This is a quick summary financial model for the project. We bought it for $185. We're currently budgeting $750 to $775 to renovate the existing building, as well as build those brand new units in the back. And so, we'll be into it for $265, give or take. And the other advantage of this location, normally in this coastal Long Beach area, we're selling buildings at right around a 4 cap rate. In this location, we will absolutely be able to sell sub 4. And somewhere in this 375 range is absolutely attainable. So really, once we finish this project, which, a year to 18 months max, we have a $4 million building very easily. So this is just kind of a high level. Some of the bullet points here that I've already talked about, large lot, rare location, irreplaceable location, great rents in the area, and we're proving it. We've already done it at the other building in Fund 3 on Broadway that I mentioned to you. And then those brand new constructed larger units in the back are even going to go higher. So this is, again, just kind of a satellite view, which we touched on. This is our track record in the area. So that's it. And I hope that kind of gives you a bit of an update on where we're at, what we're doing. Looking ahead to kind of the remainder of the year with Fund 3, there's tremendous opportunity right now. We are actively chasing a number of deals. We put in an offer on a $30 million portfolio that's in this coastal Long Beach area just yesterday. So, the market was a little bit tight in Q4, but we are seeing some tremendous opportunities. We're actively raising capital. Fund 3 is going to be open for at least till the end of the year for new investors or follow-on investment from existing investors. And we're just going to keep continuing to add these great properties. So, look forward to continuing to work with you. I am also beginning to do more travel now that things are opening it up, and we're vaccinated, I'm vaccinated, and people that I'm meeting with are. So I'm actually going to be in Michigan next week. I know you've already brought in the one investor in Texas. If a trip to Texas makes sense, I have some other investors in that state as well, so I could easily kind of cobble that stuff together. So love to catch up on that if it makes sense as well. But hope that's helpful. Again, congratulations on the baby. Very exciting time. I remember those days. My kids are all in high school and middle school now, so it seems a long way off, but it certainly goes fast. So anyway, thank you again, and look forward to hearing from you.